in front of the net. That could have made it a 2-goal game in quick succession, but she just couldn't get her stick on it. Christy Kalitsa trying to find
nice
Lebrec.
Step up there by Krasinski. Smart play.
Very mature play. She takes Downey Landry hard into the boards. Downey Landry has stayed down. Play goes on there. Garreau and Lalonde. Odd man rush. DeGuiar pokes it into the corner. Downey Landry off. She'll stay on the bench. Here's Lalonde trying to cut back. She had 2 goals in the last regular season game. That one thrown on. DeGuiar grabs that one. Fiery start here from the GGs.
Hey, like we said, it's do or die. These girls know it too.
Downey Landry still getting some treatment on the bench, but it looks like
it was an awkward way to go in for sure, and that's going to be a part of this game too, the physicality. McGill has always been physical. GG's not always so much, and now I feel like they're going to be rising to the occasion a little bit more this afternoon.
GG's leading goal scorer, Ariana Aubin, has been quiet in the playoffs. She'll have to come up big. She's out on the ice now. She lost the draw, and here's Elizabeth Mura. Head up through center. She tries to find Stasiuk. Stasiuk kicks it on.
That was a great back check by McLean.
We should also note Mahika Sarazin starting her first playoff game for the University of Ottawa this season.
Oh.
Player taken down. Mura.
Nice. What a play by McLean. Wow.
Mura took a tumble in a physical battle with Kate McLean. I think something we can expect from her. Into the offensive zone now. Shielding the puck. That one goes off the crossbar. Sarazin, not the biggest of goaltenders. She went down early. Almost paid the price.
It's a nice backhand. She got some really good lift on that.
Cassidy Stasiuk. Great individual effort as DeGuiar moves it up to Piers. Emma Piers now circling, head up. I went off the board. Here's Mackenzie McCallum. Has the puck poked off her stick. Piers dumps it in. McGill offside. They'll touch up and now go in. 5 minutes gone in the first period. Clavel, head up. Beautiful pass. McMillan can't control it.
It's the right idea, though, to go cross ice by Clavel.
McCallum watched carefully by McDonald. McDonald, the transfer from Laurentian University. Can't get it out. Here's Rankin. Chips it on to McCallum, but McDonald will get there first. Here's Clavel. She looks up. Only sees a face full of red shirt and chips it out to center.
Smart play, though. Up off the boards, get it out of your zone.
This is the 26th time these two teams have met in the playoffs throughout the history of the RSEQ.
Nice play by Clavel. They're very heads up.
Icing not called, as they'll say McMillan got a stick on that. Jade Todd out there. Todd, the lone goal for her on the season. It was a bright spot in the last GG's game, as that one is down the ice for icing. Offensive zone faceoff for the University of Ottawa.
I think the GGs have definitely had a really fiery start to this game so far. What they need to be careful of is that they're not overextending themselves because they're so excited, you know? So they have to make sure that they're also just calming down a little bit, playing the game, making those simple passes.
But I think we saw in the most recent regular season game how you beat McGill.
Seems to be a little discussion going on between Krasinski and I think it's Downey Landry there. Wonder if maybe they're not happy about Moira being pushed into the goalpost.
It is Downey Landry. Maybe she's taking exception to the hit that she received, but it's good to see her back out on the ice. This top unit for McGill out there, Lebrec, Kalitsa, and Jade Downey Landry, the most dangerous line in the RSEQ. Between them, they combined for 66 regular season points.
I do think it's a smart matchup, though, on girls' part to maybe put the Garreau line against them, especially, you know, you have a lot of grit on that line.
We're just having a discussion over on the bench, as you can see now. Downey Landry still in conversation with the official, and it is Martlet's head coach, Alyssa Searcy, just having a talk over. Not quite sure what's going on. I can't say that I saw anything that would prompt all this discussion, but a quick break in play. But let's take, and right as I was about to take this opportunity to talk about the previous game, nothing, everyone seems okay. We're going to get this face off to the left of DeGuiar, and it's won by Downey Landry. Todd gets that one first, as it sounds like we're shipping off to Boston. Around the boards to Stevens. She miscontrols it and is harassed by Lalonde. GGs win it back. Todd, touch pass to Garreau. This is what the GGs need to do more of, turning their hellos into goodbyes, as Ted Lasso would say. Minville with a shot from the point. It doesn't get through.
That's what you got to do, though. Put it on net. Nice low shot by the point, too.
Comes out to Lebrec. Head full of steam. Lebrec, 20 points on the season. She tries to skip past. Arms stay down. We're going to have a physical game here at the Minto Sports Complex.
I'm not even quite sure
Jardin with a shot. Sorry.
No, I was just I'm not even sure what was happening there, what the goal was.
Here's Jardin. Lebrec out with Jardin and Kolitsa. She circles it back. Stevens gets the puck points poked off her, but she's still on it. Stevens harassed by two GGs. She centers it. Sarrazin handles it and pokes it off to the corner. Minville will be the first one there, and Mura can't hold the line. GGs need a change. They got to be careful. Could have got caught for too many men. Probably should have got caught for too many men, but they'll get away with one. I think we'll see whistles at a premium as Krasinski at the end of a long shift will send that one the length of the ice, and we'll be back down here. I just want to mention the power play. It was so influential for McGill. In the last game, they went 3 for 6 on the power play. They almost doubled the amount of goals they scored against Ottawa on the power play. They scored 4 power play goals on 12 power play opportunities in the regular season. They scored 3 on 6 last night. And not all of them came from the top unit. Downey, Landry, Mura, and McCallum were the power play goal scorers for McGill. Poked forward, but Rankin can't control it. O'Ban, it's lost in her feet. And I think the key for the GGs will be striking early, using their momentum and their energy early on. We mentioned they're down to only 15 skaters, 9 forwards tonight for the GGs as Devine tries to play it through the feet of Piers, but it works out for her. Kaya Vale will dump it in.
And I think in this game, especially considering everything that's happening, that first goal is going to be that much more important than it normally is as well.
Here's Mura. Head full of steam through center. She collides with McCallum. She'll fall down. Arms stay down. And it'll go back to Sarrazin. Kaya Vela, last-minute addition to the lineup. As another miscommunication there. Touch forward. Keeper.
Nice step up by Peru.
It finds its way to Harley. Harley's still looking for her first point of the season. She cuts to the center of the ice.
Nice
Good save
stop
there by Sarrazin.
Great stop by Sarrazin.
Harley back to Kastelik. Kastelik in front. It's ripped by Keeper. Blocked on its way. She'll center it back to the point.
Blocking shots. I love it.
That was Lydia McClellan. Campbell down low. Prue will get there first.
You've had Prue, Plord, both blocking shots. Super important in playoffs especially.
And the GGs will chip it out to center and get a much-needed change. Over the line. It's Quinn Campbell. Big body here for McGill. A little bit too much energy going into the corner there. Clavel, dangerous pass, Downey Landry.
Nice
what a glove save by Sarrazin. She could see the whites of Downey Landry's eyes and said, no, thank you.
Not today.
Rookie goaltender from the CEGEP system, impressed in the CEGEP system, impressed at the RSEQ level. I think we'll see a lot of Mahika Sarrazin in the years to come in Garnet and Gray. You know, in a division known as Lebrec cuts to the center. She fans on that one. In a division known for its goaltenders. Mahika Sarrazin is another good addition to the quality we've seen. Garreau out there to take a draw against the Downey Landry line. Once again, a hard line matching with this top unit out for the University of Ottawa. Here's Krasinski. On to Minville. Minville, another one of those players who's really played above their age this year. One of the COVID rookies is Ariane Minville, but she's shown it. She's established herself early on with this GG's program. Downey Landry in there early as here's Lalonde. Lalonde gonna go for a little skate as her team changes up. Circles back, she tumbles. Downey Landry. Downey Landry facing off against Aubin. She's a step on Aubin. Rips it, blocked by Aubin.
What a great play by Aubin. Someone who's not a D either. Great job.
Back the other way, Aubin. Backhand, trying to center it. Mura got the corkscrew in on her.
It's quite a hook. Quite a can opener there.
Here's Kastelik. Through center. Not afraid to jump up in the rush is Kastelik. And she'll rifle that one into the glove.
It really seems what we've seen so far in the first half of this period that the refs are just going to maybe not blow their whistles today, which will be very interesting, letting the girls play.
One by McGill. Here's Vananen. She sends it down low. Desjardins harassed by McDonald.
Nice little slash there, too. It's good. Yep.
Oban down low. It eludes a couple of McGill players, but it's sent back into the corner by Mura. McDonald. Smart little chip play to Biesenthal. Her return to the lineup after a couple games out. That one will roll all the way down to the Martlet's end, and the GGs will get a change. Takes a funny bounce off a stanchion, and Prue will send it right back where it came from.
It was a nice play by Prue. Some baseball skills there for sure.
Good forechecking there by Gabrielle Pleward. She was inserted into the lineup couple match weeks ago. Has not lost her place. She's been mighty impressive, scoring her first goal in only her third game. As physical battle between Piers and Krasinski. You'd always favor Krasinski in that, and we're going to get our first power play of the game. The GGs are going to the penalty kill. Kastelik over the net. Almost bounced back in front, and the GGs are going to the penalty kill.
Wow.
The first time tonight.
It was
Holding
an interesting call too, when they were both seemed very wrapped up in each other. I don't personally think that was a great call, but that's why no one asked us, I guess.
It'll be Minville. She was in covering for Krasinski. Piers a handful back there. And
it was a good battle. You know, Minville, the McGill player too, but they were both holding each other. So you call one, in that instance, you got to call the other one too. Not a good call.
The other night when Concordia were playing the GGs, I saw something I've never seen before in a hockey game. It was as Lebrec behind the net. It was a player get a hooking call and a holding call on the same play, which doesn't quite make sense, but here's Kalitsa.
They're high achievers with that.
Downey Landry. She looks completely fine after taking a bump earlier in this one. Back to the point. Downey Landry with a rifle. You wouldn't want to stand in front of that one, but she'll hear it from the crowd and from her bench.
Hey, it's what you got to do. Got to sacrifice the body to make the play.
And as she heads over, you'll see the appreciation she gets from her teammates. But here's Downey Landry. 14 goals for Downey Landry on the season. Mighty impressive as here's Lebrec. She's
nice play
thrown
by Krasinski.
to the ice by Krasinski.
Nice.
Kalitsa.
Nice
She's
play.
going to take another love tap. Back to Kalitsa. Looks up. Misses Lebrec. Vale will be first there. She'll rifle it off the boards. Not enough power. Mura will soccer it in, and Lebrec through the legs. What a pass to Downey Landry. Trying to center. She had Kalitsa at the back door. McLean has got to be careful. The GGs are going to another penalty.
What?
It'll be a hook. Are they going to grab Kalitsa?
I was going to say, I don't think. Is it?
Who's getting the penalty? Because
I think it's McGill who's getting it. Yeah.
It will be Kalitsa going off.
Yeah.
I think she has to feel hard done on this one. Kate McLean had a handful of stick.
Yeah.
But, it's that body positioning.
Yep.
She takes it away.
Nope, it was
and that'll do it.
Great kill.
A minute gone, and in a minute, and in 51 seconds, the GGs will have their first power play opportunity of the night.
But until that, it's 4-on-4, so lots of ice there.
Lots of room for activities, as they say. McCallum rings it around the boards. Clavel can't keep it in. Jardin has the stick knocked out of her hands as that one sent the length. Icing called, icing waved, icing called.
I think that's the most aggressive I've ever seen the GGs play on a PK. And because of that and because of the hard work, they ended up drawing a penalty. It was a great shift. Good work.
Here's McCallum, and we've already mentioned how dangerous that McGill power play is. They were 47% on the season. They were 50% in the first playoff game. Off to Kastelik. Kastelik down low to Jardin. Or Rankin, rather. Rankin down low. Emma Piers on it now, shielding from Jamie McDonald. And a nice view of that from our camera down in the corner. Minville steps out of the box. Desjardins throws it on net. It'll always go wide. Rankin with a turning shot. McGill trying to extend their, trying to kill off as much of the power play in the offensive zone as they can. The GGs get it back, and with 50 seconds, they'll head up ice. So Vigaro. She has Kylie Lalonde with her. Garreau will shift past Kastelik. Puck behind the net, and Garreau will win it for the GGs. 35 seconds left to go. Krasinski. Shot! That one
nice
just
shot.
wide.
It's like a perfect shot from the D.
Lane opened up. They were looking for a tip. Here's Todd. Todd shot low.
Nice
Kicked
stop by
aside.
the gear.
Got to watch them going back the other way. Harley's not going to take a chance. She'll send
Smart.
the puck down the ice, and that should do it. 10 seconds left to go as Ariane Minville heads up ice. She finds Todd with a little spinorama trying to get past Lebrecht. She'll turn it over to Downey Landry, who will skate back towards her own goal and watch the seconds tick by. Downey Landry circling behind. She'll leave it to Olivia Pridham.
Nice step up there by McDonald. There have been a few nice step-ups to intercept the plays by the GG's defenseman.
Puck turned over. Here's Biesenthal. Shifts to the center. Biesenthal still on it, waiting. She misses. How does she miss from there? Alyssa Biesenthal inserted into the lineup in this game. She's known for her goal-scoring ability. As Downey Landry heads the other way. She's offside. That'll save the GGs as McDonald knew she had to get that poke, and she does.
Nice poke by McDonald. Awesome job there. Biesenthal. Oh, a little bit of a scuffle down there. Exchanging words, pleasantries perhaps. Tensions are high.
Asking how the bus ride was. I'm sure.
Tensions are high. And you know what? These teams have seen each other so many times throughout the year, and it never came to this. And every time during playoffs, it's like another level of tension.
Well, we all know how important it is. There's a cheeky little physical battle there. That one sent into the GG's bench.
I mean, personally, I love that stuff. Anyone who watched the games during 2016, 2018, always a tap here, tap there. You got to get under the skin of the opponent. That's exactly what Clavel was doing there. And hey, you don't get caught. You don't get caught, right?
Starting to feel like a playoff atmosphere in here.
It definitely is.
Here's Clavel. The GG's looking to do one better than they did in the last season they played, the 2019-20 season. That the GG's and the the GG's and the Martlets played. The GG's swept in that series. They showed a good account of him here. Here's Clavel. She looks up. She has McMillan in front trying to center it to her. Plourde digging away. De Geer will cover it up, and some more exceptions being taken care of by number 6, Mia Vananen. GG's doing a good job of hanging in here against the McGill Martlets. Both teams have had their chances. As we have just over 5 minutes, is shot directed goalwards. It's spilled by De Geer. It's still loose. Todd can't get it, and Garreau will get a healthy little love tap from behind. We'll get a face-off to the left.
Krasinski has had a few shots already this period from the point, and all perfect height, too. Not too high, not too low, just right at that knee height.
Krasinski still looking for her first point this season. She steps into another one. That one gloved by De Geer.
Keep shooting, keep testing, right?
Minville and Krasinski were united later on in this series, but I think the Chelsea girls really found a pairing that's worked, and it's carried in for the past two or three match weeks where they've really picked it up. They formed this nice partnership. As that one won by the Martlets. That one shipped forward. Mackenzie McCallum. Taken off her stick. Here's Kylie Lalonde. Can't quite get control of it, and she'll dump it. Todd in there first. Pins Kastelik.
See, it was a great job by Todd to go in, pin, but you need that other GG to go and scoop up the puck. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense.
Here's McCallum. 2 goals in the last game. On to Piers. Nice pass. Number 11 trying to shift past McDonald. It hits the official. Falls kindly for her. Mackenzie McCallum back on it. I feel like I've said her name an awful amount. Looking for her captain, Jade Downey Landry. Alban trying to do it all herself. She had Biesenthal on the outside of her. Here's McDonald back to the point. Down low to Biesenthal.
Smart play by McDonald there. Put it down
Alban trying to center. Attentive goalkeeping there by De Geer.
Interesting play there that we just had by Aubin. You're going in, you have 3 GGs, one peels off to go and change. You had Biesenthal that was way on the right side that had a lot more space than you. You got to be a little bit more selfless sometimes and use your players.
I think Alban saw the Martlet coming off the benches. That one ripped wide by Krasinski. Minville holds line. It's sent goalwards once again. Kolitsa will be there first. She'll move it up to Lebrecht. Dangerous player Lebrecht. Krasinski having a great game for herself. So we mentioned possibly her last home game in the Garnet and Grey at the end of 3 years of eligibility, 4 years with the program. Lebrecht tries to dipsy doodle. Has it poked off her stick. Nice bit of footwork there by McGill before she turns it over. Here's Biesenthal. Good physical battle. She's shown no signs of rust after a lengthy absence. She hasn't played since November. As here's Devine, another player who hasn't played since November. Was in all alone. That was a bad pinch there by Vale. 3-on-2 the other way. Downey Landry staring it down. Nice. She misses the net. You know, you'd bet on Downey Landry in that situation as hack taken there. Another physical battle as Moura can't come out with the puck. Sent to center. Plurd has a step on Harley, but it's 10 of goalkeeping there by De Geer. She'll move it out to Lebrec. Martlet's almost got caught with too many. It's over the line now, and the GG's back on it. Here's Clavel. She has Plurd on the other side. A nice saucer pass. McMillan, though, I don't think was the intended receiver.
No. She's had a few good heads-up plays, Clavel, to go across ice so far this game.
Here's Stephanie Keeper onto Megan Harley. Clavel just soccers it out there. Desjardins, rather, sorry. Into the zone. Sarrazin out to play it.
Nice.
Smart, attentive
Reverse.
play there by McDonald. That's really a veteran play by the veteran defender. Todd gets that puck out to center. Not too many quality chances at either end to speak of as we're into the final 2 minutes.
I can't remember the McGill player, but they had a crossbar here off the backhand.
It was Stasiuk who's on the ice and just missed the puck now. That really, I think, the only chance to speak of other than the spilled half chance at the other end. But Gigi's doing a good job of containing the Martlets as Lalonde takes Stevens into the boards. Garreau closed off by Jardin. That was just good body placement there by the Martlet forward. Cross ice pass to Stasiuk. Krasinski stepped up, but it only found its way, bounced off Stasiuk, who was hoping that McCallum would get to the front of the net a little quicker. McCallum using her big body to get in the way. Nice back check.
Nice play by
Nice
Krasinski.
body check there by Krasinski. A nice sneaky play as that one frozen up by Sarrazin. Both goalies playing quite well in this one.
Yeah, both steady so far. And you know what? The teams in front of them also quite steady. And like I said earlier on in this period, I'm still shocked at the amount of physicality that the GGs are showing right now. Like, it's the most I've seen in the entire season. And that's what they have to do against this team.
Yeah, usually the GGs have that one characteristic game against it's always the Montreal Canadiens. It's a 3-on-1. McLean, she had in the angle. She should have passed. She elected to go for the shot. Kate McLean saw some daylight. Couldn't get the roof on it. But it's a good break the other way. Chance that really developed out of nothing.
Yeah, it's a nice little chip here at the blue line. The McGill defenseman actually pinched.
It was Elizabeth Moura, who we're not used to seeing getting beaten off her line. You know, the veteran defender for McGill, usually so steady, took a risk that she didn't need to take, and it was a 3-on-1 the other way.
Yep.
Here's Vananen.
It's like a hot potato out there.
On to Kalitsa, who moves it to Lebrec. You know, not much to write home about this top line. Good play by McDonald.
Oh,
big body check by Biesenthal. Kalitsa, not the biggest player, tried to step up on her, and
Biesenthal was like, no.
Biesenthal, not that big herself, prepped herself and knocked the Martlet player to the ice. Here's Downey Landry with some snow on her pants. That one sent the length of the ice for the icing. The referees will make sure to grab everybody. With 39 seconds left, we're going to get an offensive zone face-off for the GGs.
Good opportunity for the GGs here. You got about 40 seconds left in the period. Tired Martlet unit out there. Take advantage. Get the shots on net.
Downey Landry, and they'll send McMillan out, arguably their best face-off man on the team. They send Prue out, who has that bomb from the point. They're going to toss McMillan, though. As Clavel, quite a good centerman herself, but Downey Landry wins it very easily.
Very cleanly.
Good hustle by Plurd. It's tried to center by McMillan. Clavel in front, no one home. Here's Prue. Clavel
nice
just
try.
Hacked at it. 30 seconds to go. Lebrec will look up and send that puck down the ice. Harley at the end of a long shift will try and beat Prue to it.
Good job by Prue, though.
Prue knew she had to hustle.
Yeah, she knew what was on her tail end. And again, another opportunity for the GGs.
21 seconds to go. They'll get their chosen face-off man, and they'll set up. Watch for that bomb for the point and Plur to go right to the front of the net.
Nice draw.
McMillan wins it. It's shot on net. It's spilled. And the GGs will draw a power play. The GGs got to get this puck. And with 13 seconds to go, GGs have drawn a power play. It was Plur who was... Sorry, it was McMillan who was slashed.
Yep.
And
but he had that extra effort, right? It was great.
Downey Landry will be the one headed to the box.
Tough blow for McGill, but, good opportunity here for GGs. And again, it comes from that extra effort. Like, they know it's do or die tonight, and you can tell from the way they're playing with so much more urgency.
An outsider might say to pull the goalie in this situation with 13 seconds left, but they won't.
Oh, nice.
Great job by Minville to hold the line. Prue, she's running out of time. She's got to take a shot. 5 seconds. She shoots. Tipped in front. Todd 2. 1 centered. That'll do it for the period.
But you know what? They'll start the next period with the power play. That's
good.
Great.
Good flurry late by the GGs. They couldn't grab one, but this game really feeling like the game in Montreal on a Thursday after one period of play. We're tied at 0. Don't go anywhere. Brianna and I will be back in a few minutes' time for our quick thoughts on the first period. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex. Declan Barb, Brianna Newell. As always, Brianna, we got a good game of hockey going on. The GGs up against it, down one game in the series. They lost 5-1 on Thursday to the McGill Martlets, but that scoreline doesn't reflect how that game went on Thursday, and they're showing it again here. Brianna, just some quick thoughts on that first period.
Like you said, we got a really good game of hockey here so far. Like that first period, as we were talking throughout the first period as well, I've never seen the GGs play with that kind of urgency, that type of physicality. Like normally it's the other way around, and McGill has that quick step on them. They're more physical. They're beating them out of the puck in the corners. Not the case at all tonight, at least from the first period that we've seen. GGs, quicker step than McGill, out-muscling them in the corners, dropping bodies everywhere. Like, it's just, I haven't seen it before. The only thing I would say from the GG's end is that those passes have to be clearer. They have to be cleaner. They have to be on the tape. They have to be with intent. That's where the gap is a little bit and why those turnovers are happening the other way. But other than that, I definitely outplay McGill at this point in the game so far. And
I have to say, I've been really impressed with the play of Michaela Krasinski. She's been fantastic in this game. The Mississauga native playing in what could possibly be her last game in the Garnet and Grey, and she's showing that she doesn't want it to be that. But let's just talk briefly about the special teams. We saw 3 power plays in that period. McGill's never really got going. They took a penalty about a minute and 10 seconds into their first opportunity. The GG's going to start the second period with I believe it's about a minute and a half of power play time. Minute 47 of power play time. Thank you, Brianna.
Anytime.
But you know, we saw how much they meant in the last game. McGill scored 3 goals on that power play in the previous meeting. In a playoff game where power plays are at a premium, you got to take advantage of every opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Like special teams throughout the year, as we've talked about, as we've seen, they always make such a huge impact. But it takes it to a whole nother level in playoffs. And, you know, GGs weren't on the PK at the time, but already you saw sacrificing their bodies to make the play. That's the big difference I find between regular season and playoff hockey. You start blocking shots like that, you know you're in playoffs, right? And the whole idea is McGill has always had a very successful power play. GGs know that, so they have to step it up. And I feel, you know, you talked about Krasinski, who's had a wonderful game so far here tonight, but I feel like everyone has really stepped up their game, like a new level of urgency, of play, of, you know, do or die mentality, and that's what we're seeing out here right now.
GGs need this one, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes time for second period action. You definitely don't want to miss any of this one. We got a cracking hockey game for us. Declan DeBart, Brianna Newell, don't go anywhere. Welcome back to second period action here at the Minto Sports Complex. Declan Bart, Brianna Newell. Puck just dropped as GG start the period with minute 47 of power play time as Jardin pins that puck. 4 GGs go in there. The only GG high is Alex Clavel, and somehow Jardin still on the puck.
Wow.
Herculean effort by her.
Yep, definitely a good play by Jardin, but it also makes you wonder, why did it
Jamie
happen?
McDonald to Clavel on the breakaway. Half break, she forces it on the backhand. Sorry to cut you off, Brianna.
No, all good. But I was just going to say about that play with Clavel, I mean, you're on a power play. Take a stop, take a delay, do something and set up. No need to rush.
Oh, Jamie McDonald released one.
Nice shot, for sure. But again, like, you're on a power play. You don't have a good angle. You don't have a good shot. Totally fine. Take a delay, set up, get some good looks. Right? So it's just that little bit of thought process.
Healthy crowd here at the Minto Sports Complex.
Probably the best one we've had.
We love to see it bumping. There's some kids down over there making all kinds of noise. It's a great atmosphere as Krasinski turns and fires. It's blocked by Piers. That one takes a deflection off Sophie Garo's stick, and Emma Pierce starts up to center. She's had a good game for herself here as that one dumped down, and Minville will collect. 45 seconds left to go on the power play.
Smart play by Minville there to use the net.
Here's Todd. She has Sophie Garo with her. Todd, head full of steam, fires it wide. Here's Krasinski circling this game, still looking for a goal. This game begging for a goal practically. Here's
I just
Jade
want to point
Todd.
out, too, good patience shown there by Krasinski as well.
Todd into the front to Lalonde. Lalonde back on it now. She leaves it, gets stuck in some clean ice, pops out to center. Who's going to step up? Krasinski can't hold the line. Just a step too late. 10 seconds left to go on the Downey Landry penalty. That one jumps off the stick of Lalonde. They've got to be careful. Lalonde hits the ice. Spinning, Sovigato. Peru steps into one.
Hey,
that
good
one
shot.
stopped by Trisha DeGear. That'll do it for the GG's power play. 0 for 2 on the night. That one much better. Downey Landry fresh out of the box. Looks up. She has Chrissy Kolitsa with her. Kolitsa chips it off the board. Downey Landry taken down to the ice. She's been given a lot of attention here tonight by the GGs, and I think rightly so. GGs have done a really good job of line matching here. As that one fired on by Biesenthal. Kate McLean poked. McLean still on it. She'll fight it down to Ariane Aubin. Aubin with the shot. It's gloved aside by DeGear.
The GGs are getting good. Oh.
Biesenthal, low shot. That one up in the air. It finds its way to Biesenthal. She's had a couple opportunities. And that is a Bartlett taken down. The arms will stay down. That was number 17, Olivia Pridham. Was trying to break the other way, but taken down. Krasinski, she's really stepped up in this game. Over the line now, has her pocket picked rather. Krasinski.
No way.
I thought she just got there. You can hear the crowd thought it too.
Yeah, that was clear. That was, wow, okay. And it's been an exciting, not even 3 minutes. There's bodies flying everywhere. There's shots flying everywhere. One thing that the GGs haven't tried yet is just making that pass cross the goal to get DeGear moving. There have been a lot of shots, but just straight shots.
That one sent the length of the ice for icing, but Campbell will beat it out. Saracen will freeze it up. And this period picking up right where the last one started. Prue and McDonald will come out onto the ice for this defensive zone face-off. Alyssa McMillan draws in against Rankin, and scramble draw comes out to Vananen, who can only whack at it. Plurt caught unawares there. She would have been off on the break.
Yeah.
Mura stops up, and miscommunication there behind the net between Prue and Saracen. That one flipped up over the head of Vananen.
Smart play by Plurt there for sure.
Rankin will be watched by Alex Clavel. Mura with a nice little spin and says, see you later.
Nifty.
The puck doesn't leave the zone. DeGear out to play it. She'll tap it on for Vananen. Vananen, another one of those late additions to the lineup. She replaces Raylene Verbruggen. On a ringed around as Vananen slow to get up. Stasiuk on it now will be taken down by Lalonde. Gigi's showing no signs of fatigue in this one. Here's Campbell. Quinn Campbell has her stick poked. Martlets were changing. The Gigi's wanted a change. Lalonde wasn't quite ready.
And there are 6
There's
players
very
on
clearly
the ice
6.
for Martlets.
And the GG's going to the power play.
I think really that was the crowd who helped out with that one. Their math skills really kicking in. I like it.
It was 6 or 7 seconds later.
It was a little delayed, yeah.
There's a
Crowd is on the ball, though, today.
And that's one that the Martlets will want back. The net empty, obviously. GG's have an extended power play. They'll set it up. Krasinski winds up shot.
Nice
it's through
shot.
a crowd.
Whoa.
And the GG's at 15:29 to go in the second period will have their second power play opportunity of the period. So GG's 0 for 2 on the day. Saracen returns to the net. And just hats off to the crowd down here below us. They really got behind us.
Yeah.
They really got behind that
They're really
crowd.
on the ball. I think it was their call. It totally, all the credit does go to them, so good job, crowd.
The GGs want to take advantage here. Prue, she fires. That
Nice
one loose.
shot.
It's still loose. DeGear settles onto it. She had
You know
all
what?
kinds of room.
It was a great job by Prue to move in there, and she walked across the blue line so well. Notice that she had a little bit of space still to get in there, and Danny Landry did not quite get out into the lane to block the shot. Good presence in front of the net by the GGs, too. It's going to be huge.
Prue McDonald, Todd, and Lalonde out there for the GGs. Here's Sophie Gatto. Circling. She has Prue, who wanted the one-timer. She'll go cross ice to McDonald. That one misses her. Piers' clearing attempt doesn't make it there.
Ooh,
Downey Landry uses her body. They've got to keep it in. That one almost dangerous there. We know the speed Downey Landry has. Couldn't connect, and the GGs will let off for a change. That one way over the head of Minville. That was ambitious there for Minville if she thought
she tried.
could track it down.
Sometimes we think we can get those,
Here's Aubin. Ariane
Good
Aubin
speed
will
here.
be leaned on heavily in this one. Through. She'll fan on that one. It rolled off her stick, but she's back on it now. She's pinned by Mura. And it'll come back to the point for Minville. 1 minute to go in the power play. Kate McLean twisting, turning.
Smart play by McLean to just put it down deep to a teammate.
Aubin takes a bump from Vananen, and that one will roll off the stick. Minville couldn't get there in time to hold the line.
Nice try, though, by Minville. On a power play, that's what you got to do. Got to be a little bit more aggressive.
Krasinski will play it back to her goaltender, and
Don't think
Saracen frustrated there. GG's will get another change.
And still 43 seconds on the power play as well.
And it's interesting, Chelsea girls just going with her second line here in this one as McMillan, Clavel, and Plurd come out onto the ice.
Well, again, McMillan's been very good on draws, so you want to be able to win that
And this
set up.
has been a real energy line for the University of Ottawa.
Smart play by McDonald here to set it up.
Set it up, settle down as 30 seconds left to go in the too-many-men penalty to the Martlets. Martlets have Leah McCallum serving. That one there's a GG taking down the crowd one. Another call. Nothing's going to come. That one sent the length of the ice, and that'll do it for the power play. Saracen trying to get her team back the other way, but to no effect. Jamie McDonald will
to be very careful.
take a couple of hacks, but she'll get it up to Plurd. Plurd at the end of a shift, harassed by Kalitsa. She'll get a shot off.
Ooh, almost her own rebound, too. Nice.
DeGears really had some trouble as it's played to Downey Landry. Kaya Vale.
Nice.
It was a very experienced play by Olivia Devine right there. As staring down one of the most dangerous players in the RSEQ, arguably the most dangerous player in the RSEQ, as it's turned over there.
And she did have help by her partner, Kaya Vale, to just make sure you're closing Downey Landry down, not giving her any space. Well done.
That's how you have to deal with Jade Downey Landry. 14 goals, 13 assists this season, just all-star numbers.
Smart play there by Plurd
That
just
one.
to get it out.
Is it going to Alyssa McMillan will
Nice,
turn on the
McMillan.
gas.
Atta girl.
She centers it. The GG's right off for change. They've got to be careful.
Wow.
A lot of that one was too many men as Plurd jumps off the ice.
It was a close one.
Another close call there.
Good job by Todd there on the forecheck.
Forcing her way to the front of the net. It's still loose.
Wow.
DeGears really struggled to cover to cover the puck up in this game as Kylie Lalonde on it now. She'll pin Kalitsa. Garreau tries to get there first, but it finds its way to Lebrec. Lebrec on to Downey Landry. Downey Landry, head up, toe drag, blocked by
block.
Minville, and Minville gives her hefty little cross check for her work.
Make her remember what happens when you come down in that end, right? That's
Here's
what she did.
Todd, Gypsy Doodle. Todd, the crowd loved it.
What
she
a
can't
great
generate
play.
a shot,
hands.
but to borrow a soccer term, a nice little nutmeg.
Yeah.
Todd flashes some skill. This game has it all, the physicality and the skill as
And that was
McCallum sends it forward.
Great gap by Prue there, too, even though it didn't result in a transition the other way. She broke up the play very nicely.
That puck just bounces off the stick of Aubin. That'll be a high stick by Kate McLean. And that one just lofted it. McCallum gets a shoulder in on Mika Sayers, and that looked intentional.
It did look very intentional, number one. Second part of that, I don't know how you don't call that, and Krasinski's telling that exact same thing to the official right now. That you.
This really frustrated there is Krasinski.
That was a very high elbow there, not going to lie.
That cut to the net by McCallum, clearly showing the frustration of these McGill players. Here's McClellan, as that one's chipped behind. McLean will get there first. McLean, the physicality in this game is really amping up here. It has that playoff atmosphere.
It's the playoff atmosphere, and then compounded by the fact, like, you can tell the Martlet team, they are extremely frustrated right now. GGs have gotten under their skin. I think they thought they were going to come in here and make a sweep, and that is not happening right now. GGs are not having it.
Chelsea Girls' team not known for lying down, and they're really showing this is a huge character game from this team.
Yeah.
You know, we've mentioned the 15 skaters, as that one checked from Lebrec. This top unit is angry. It's in front! I was looking the other way. I was looking at Lebrec, and that one almost snuck in.
Wow.
Here's Lebrec. She has her head up the whole way. Jardin ahead of her. She'll stop up, wait for some reinforcements. It's centered.
Kaya Vale unintentionally kind of tipped it on her own net, but yeah, wow.
So much going on here at the Minto Sports Complex. 10 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the second period.
And I do give the GGs a lot of credit. As we mentioned, they are down a few players, and they show no signs of stopping. So much resiliency, character, and heart that we're seeing in this game so far. It's
been a huge character game for Chelsea Girls' group. You know, we've talked about the RSEQ, and it's all about getting hot at the right moment and building momentum. If they can walk away with this one, was that one a miscommunication there that almost results in an odd man rush the other way, but a great rush by Prue. Prue chips it forward. Here's Mura. Mura calmly over to Vananen. Headline pass to Lebrec. Lebrec has Downey Landry with her. She'll leave it for her.
But you know what? Great bat check here by Garreau. Not letting, I can't even see
it's
who
Kalitza.
that is. Kalitza, not letting Kalitza go to the net easily at all.
And you can hear as Downey Landry hits the ice again how much the GG's bench just loved that. It's a 2-on-1. Here's Sophie Gatto. Has Lalonde with her. Sophie Gatto, head up. De Geer chooses to shoot. That one almost snuck through. Chances at either end. That's the second or third time the GGs have had an odd man rush. This top unit for McGill doesn't look like they've come to play today.
Wow. And it's tough because they just haven't been able to capitalize on the play at all so far. And great play by Garreau, great speed. Great job by Lalonde as well. But what Garreau could have done a little bit better is just cut in a little bit more. She had the speed, she has the size, get in and get a better angle on that shot.
And I think what's helpful is Sophie Gatto is that handedness. She had the shooting lane open for her, and it was a great play by Mura to take away that passing option on the other end for the Martlets. So the shot really the only thing. And the shot the really only thing she had to do there.
Yeah.
And De Geer, one of the toughest goalies to beat in the RSEQ, has been equal to it, as that one clearly offside.
It was very offside.
Very offside as we get a whistle here. It was Emma Pierce dumped to the ice.
You know, it seems like maybe the refs were on the same bus or something, because they don't seem very ready to go either.
But like we've said all game, huge character game here from the University of Ottawa. It's been sensational. Let's just hope that continues. They're playing against all the adversity.
Because there are 3 periods in a game.
There are 3 periods, and we saw what happened in that third period in the last one. 5 unanswered goals by McGill.
Great
There's a Plurd on the forecheck.
She's on fire. Wow.
Rankin has her stick tied up, and McMillan takes a hack. That one, the spinning shot, just wide. Plurd will be second to that puck as Pierce poked it off her. Gigi's forecheck still going at it as here's Rankin trying to get through center. That one dumped down, and once again, I say, McGill heads off for a change. Minville, I think that this is exactly what McGill had wanted to do with the GGs in this period. Wear him down with that long change as Plur tries the toe
nice
drag.
try.
She gives Keeper a little shove for her money. Krasinski knocks another Martlet over. Not quite sure where that puck is.
I really think Campbell was actually trying to force her body on there and knock Krasinski down, and Krasinski's like, yeah, no, I'm just going to keep going. And I know we've talked about it before in the first period, but, all the GGs, every single one of them, I find, has just taken their game so far this afternoon to another level. It's really great to see.
It's been a really, really special performance so far from the University of Ottawa. Their best. They've saved it 4 late. They were good in that first game as that one turned over by the GGs as McCallum up to Keeper. Garreau pokes it forward. Can't head back the other way. Lydia McCallum moves it on to Kastelik. His name I haven't said too much in this game. Usually a steady presence at both ends of the ice for the Martlets. Nice. Is a good play by Prue. Here's McDonald. She's going to hold off Megan Harley as she just forces that one to center. 7:55 left to go in the second period.
Ooh.
Todd didn't give Prue much time, but Prue heads up play is able to move it on to Sovigato. De Geer out, and she rings it around the boards. Stephanie Desjardins through center, puts a little move on herself, and she'll just dump it in. And Saracen will hold up for a whistle.
And what I really like that Saracen has been doing so far this game is that she seems to have a really keen knowledge of when to hold it and freeze it and take that whistle, and when to just let the play continue.
Saracen not one of those goalies who goes out to play the puck, which I think is a thing a goalie should never do.
She's pretty steady, yeah.
Very steady goalie, but not one of the biggest. As you see her frame, she gets down to getting the butterfly. Moura with a shot that hits off a body in front. I think that hit Stasiuk. Jardin separated from the puck. GG's only get it as far as Moura. Can they fight it out, though, is the question.
And it's that 2 feet inside each blue line, the defensive one as well as the offensive one, that you have to be so mindful of.
Krasinski gets down to block that centering pass. The GG's still trying to exit the zone. Ben, McLean, nice. And now they do it. Here's Biesenthal. Biesenthal, almost a nifty little move. Here's Aubin. Aubin going to stop up, and notice her team is changing. Try and save as much time. Took Vannon and stick. As it's chipped through center. Kalitsa couldn't collect it. Finds its way to Prue. But
nice step up.
Was a vital interception there by McDonald at the end of a long shift. Lebrec out there. She'll turn up. Freeze, wind up. Saracen
nice stop.
Freezes that one.
Squared up so nicely, too, to take that shot. And I find this period has just been flying by. There's been so much excitement.
6:39 action at both ends. It's been a sensational game of hockey, truly. That one out of the zone, as Rhea Stevens couldn't hold the line. That pass a little too hot for her.
Had a lot of mustard on it.
Big line out here, and it seems like it's been a change in the choice of line match that Chelsea Girls has had against this top unit. They freed the top line of Garreau, Fillon, and Todd, Plourde, Clavel, and McMillan. Normally the more defensively responsible line out there for the University of Ottawa is McMillan. I think it's starting to show a little bit of fatigue. Just took a wild whack at it. Saracen out to play the puck. Leaves it for Plourde. Almost got caught. Here's Clavel. She'll just chip it as far as Stevens. Holds the line this time. Stevens takes her time and hits a couple bodies on the way through.
Prue took the long way around to get the puck.
The scenic route as Kalitsa. Plourde just threw it through the middle. Nice edge work there by Prue, but she can't get it past Lebrec, Kalitsa.
Nice.
That was a big save there.
Hey, she's made a few big saves. You know what? Even De Geer on the other end as well. A couple pad saves that were so timely to keep her team in the game and keep it at that 0-0 score. And you can see with the GGs starting to have a little bit of fatigue. You do have the longer change this period as well, which contributes to that.
5:57. The GGs not conceding in this period, I think, will be the goal. Maybe if they can nip one. So that one's sent down low. Here's Piers. Second unit for McGill has been good tonight. Here's Rankin. McCallum. McClellan. That deflected on its way through. Rankin couldn't deflect it goalwards. Piers trying to center. It's intercepted by Devine.
Nice.
Up to Todd. Jade Todd. She's shown flashes. Over the line she shoots that one. She didn't get everything on it. She'll take another whack at it. And Rankin emerges with the puck. Takes a hack there from Kylie Lalonde. As that puck past Vale. Devine will head to that one. She's beaten by her opposite number. Rankin tried to take a swing at that. Kept the line held by Lydia McClellan. Martlets will change. Looking to keep the pressure on the GGs. Gonna slow things down. It's turned over in the middle of the ice.
Nice block by Vale.
Desjardins, and it's through again. Saracen didn't see it until last minute. That perfect positioning her. That was a positioning save.
And you know what, again, great job by Saracen. There were a couple timely blocks, but this is where you're starting to see a little bit of those mistakes come out, and usually they are born of fatigue, which is understandable, but making sure that you're managing the puck. There is only one puck. You have to be smart with the plays that you're making.
A couple more turnovers here by the GGs as that face-off won, and Jardin will settle onto it. Twisting and turning is Jardin. Moves it on to Stasiuk. Back to Jardin. In front. Desjardins. Oh, across the empty cage. Saracen was out. I think Desjardins was looking for a deflection. Moura winds up, shoots. Saracen sees it all the way.
And again, the GGs have done a good job of getting out to the point, a lot better than we've seen maybe throughout the entire season. What they need to be better is that if you're going to go out there and get in the lane, get in the actual lane and block the shot or get out of the way. You can't be half in, half out.
Jardin waiting to take this face off. She'll win it. Stasiuk fires right into the pads of Pleward. She sends it back down. Desjardins will go and chase. Beaten to the puck by McDonald. A little stutter step. Doesn't quite know what she wants to do. Jardin centered. What a save by Saracen. Gets the blocker on that one. The GG's really under siege here. Is second line going to work for McGill? 4 minutes left to go. Prue on it now. Nice little shift. The GGs need to get out of the zone. They need a change.
Smart play by Prue there. And wow, what a stop by Saracen. Whew, I have goosebumps still.
Keeping her team in it. So the defenseman for the GGs will go off for a change. Kalitsa will not be able to move it on. Downey Landry. Minville has the puck stuck in her legs. Can't get the puck out of the zone. Here's Downey Landry. Has Lebrecht as the drop option. She'll go herself. Trying to force it onto Kalitsa.
Play by
Krasinski has marshaled her the whole game. So Vigado trying to shift it past Pridham. Minville will take her time with it. Clavel can't get it out. Rhea Stevens holds the line. Has another opportunity at it. Whacks at it. Downey Landry holds it.
Nice.
And out it comes. 2-on-1. Here's Sophie Garro. She trips over her own feet. It's ringed around. Stevens.
Oh, Kylie Lalonde coming in hot down there. Wow, that was a lot of steam.
Lalonde right off the bench. But here's Pridham. Olivia Pridham takes a hack, moves it up to Kalitsa. Banks off an official. Cross ice to Downey Landry. One of the most dangerous players in the league with the puck on her stick. She'll move it on to Lebrecht. Lebrecht in a cul-de-sac here. Trying to create some space. No GG really committing to it, and Kalitsa down low. Has Downey Landry in front. She goes back to the point. Stevens with a long shot. It's deflected on its way through. Biesenthal uses her body to separate Lebrecht from the puck. Kalitsa takes a couple of whacks. McGill was making a change, but here's Biesenthal. Biesenthal, hefty whack there by Kalitsa. Player not afraid to mix it up physically. As it's Kate McLean will dolly on the puck and send it in deep. 2 minutes left to go. It's been all McGill for the past 10 minutes.
Good forecheck here, though, by McLean.
Forcing a mistake. That puck just fortunately hit the back of the net for her. It's ringed around the boards, and Lebrecht on it now. Up to Campbell.
Nice stick.
It's looking like it's been a shortened bench for McGill, and a huge contact, and it's a penalty. What is this call? They're going to get a kneeing call on Kate McLean. I think it's a tough one on the GG's forward.
After everything we've seen over the last couple periods, it's just interesting to see what is called and what is ignored, I should say, on both sides.
Obviously, you're not biased.
No,
but,
of course not. No. Very, very objective.
McGill, their power play, 3 for 6. I feel like I have to keep reminding you in the last game. 0 for 1 on the day. This is their second opportunity. Still waiting for their first full power play opportunity. Here's Pridham. Pridham with a shot.
Nice
that one going wide. Saracen blockers it away. So Vigaro trying to get the puck out. She's closed down by Rankin. All the GGs on their feet. Minville
nice job.
Through center. Is it going to fall? DeGear out to close it. Kylie Lalonde almost out on the breakaway.
Nice play by DeGear to a nice little sauce to get out. To
Rankin moves it over to Kastelik. Jardin takes down Sophie Gatto.
Ooh.
All the GGs on their feet as Kylie Lalonde can only muster it as far as the point. Jardin, Pridham has Garreau in the shooting lane. Jardin fans on it. There goes Kylie Lalonde. She has a step on Jardin. Pridham back. She tries to go to the backhand when she probably should have just shot. GGs could get caught in transition. 3-on-3. Rankin, McCallum. McCallum drags and shoots. It's over the nets.
I think it did go off one of the GG's players to deflect, so that was a good play there. And you could tell that Lalonde was just so out of gas, you know, and it's tough, and that's where, you know, maybe the decisions that are made are not always the best, but great play, great kill by GG so far.
And here comes out Killer's Row. Downey Landry, Lebrec, and Kulitsa. This is the unit you have to be worried about, and the GGs get the puck down the ice.
Good job by Peru.
We're into the last minute of play here in the second period. There's the 56 seconds, so effectively when the period ends, the power play will also end. The period ends, the power play will also end. Martlets will have one official second of power play time to continue, and another clear by the GGs. You got to watch, though. Tricia DeGear, one of the best handlers of the puck, and she moves it up to Downey Landry. On to Kulitsa. Look at how they move the puck. Back to Downey Landry. Over the line now, Downey Landry. Head up to Kulitsa. She has her stick blocked.
Great back check by McMillan.
Lebrec finds it, though, and McDonald winds it up and sends it down the ice. McGill need to be quick.
Great kill by the GGs. Haven't really given McGill a chance to set up at all.
It's a real energy shift, and that one just out of the reach of Jade Todd.
What a great step up by Minville there.
I think that'll just about do it for the period. We're in the last 5 seconds here. It's a stretch pass. Kulitsa, 4 seconds. She was rushed there, and Lebrec will just fire and shoot, but that'll do it for the second period. You can hear the crowd after a bad 7 or 8 minutes for the GGs. That a real bounce back there. Good kill. That'll give them the wind in their sails. They're not officially done with the power play, with the penalty kill yet, but with 1 second left, it's effectively done. We'll be back here in a few minutes' time to dissect what was an up and down period for the University of Ottawa. Don't go anywhere. Declan DeBar, Brianna Newell. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBar, Brianna Newell. As always, Brianna, what a game of hockey we have. What a game of hockey. What a second period. Just quickly, some brief thoughts.
Oh, geez. I don't know if I can be brief. It was so great. I didn't even write any notes. It was so much excitement. But, you know, it was back and forth play. The GGs, again, came out so strong. Their forecheck, they did have some odd man rush opportunities. Their PK was successful. I mean, they weren't giving McGill any room to do anything. Like that power play for McGill, just not even any time to set up. And you know, I'm still saying, like, the first period, I think they're completely outplaying McGill. They did have a few minutes during that period that we talked about where, you know, they weren't maybe the greatest, but they weren't awful either. So they were able to bounce back really quick, and momentum is definitely swinging in the GG's favor for sure.
It was a great shift there from that second line from McGill, McCallum, Rankin, and Piers, who've just ran shop. And, you know, it's these guys lower in the lineup that I think McGill really do have to rely on. How important is that second line going to be in this third period?
I mean, sometimes, too, your first line, yes, they're going, but the other team, the opposing team, knows how to play against them. They may not know how to play against that second line, and if your first line is not going, not producing, that second line becomes that much more important than they usually are throughout the games as well. So, no, they've been having a great game, that line, cycling and just trying to find each other and try to make something happen. So,
and we've talked about the GG's forwards and the GG's defenders. One player we haven't mentioned, Mahika Sarazen, her first power play game, the rookie, thrown in against McGill. How good has she been?
I don't even have words. Awesome, unbelievable, outstanding. I mean, there were some shots that I was standing up here just cringing because you can't even see it. So I don't know how she saw it and how she stopped it, but it's great. And again, for the team in front of her to see the way she's playing, standing on her head completely, that just swings the momentum even more and makes them play with even more confidence, saying, hey, she's got us. We got to go and get her out there. Like, she's playing unbelievable. Blocker saves. Even I mentioned during that second period that she has that really great hockey IQ of knowing when to freeze it and settle the play down and take the whistle, have her team reset, versus continuing the play and giving it to her players, which is also very, very important. We also mentioned during that period that, you know, she's not someone to really roam around. She doesn't really take risks. She's pretty steady. She'll stay in her net, and she has great positioning, as we saw, obviously, during that game, or during that period, that she's been awesome.
It's been fantastic game. The best game of the year by far, and we still have one period of action here. I just want to remind all of you that if the GGs do emerge victorious in this game, Game 3 goes tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. from McConnell Arena. GG still have some work to do. They've got to find a goal. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. We'll see which team can come out ahead. Declan Barb, Brianna Newell, don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex. Third period action. The GGs and the Martlets tied at 0. Kate McLean steps out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. And what a game we've been treated to tonight, Brianna. You know, this game has had everything. The physicality, as we see right here, some skill. It just is missing the goals, and that's something that I think many are hoping for in this period here. It's up to Clavel. She dumps it past Kastelik, and Plurd will be first on it. Clavel back to the point to Krasinski. On to her backhand now. She'll wander all the way down. She takes a tumble, and McClellan can't get it past her. Krasinski now behind the net. As it comes up to McMillan. McMillan almost. I don't think DeGear quite knew where that puck was. It's back the other way. Here's Stephanie Desjardins. Smart play there by
Steady.
Sarazin just to put it in the corner. The top line for McGill comes out. Todd rips it. It's blocked on its way through by Mura. Back to this line match of Gigi's first line against the Martlets' first line. As Downey Landry on it now. Looks up, sees a couple shirts of garnet and gray, and moves it on to Lebrec. Kalitsa, it almost bounced off Vale's skates, rather. Lalonde gives Lebrec a shove, and Vale hits the ice. Nothing coming. Lebrec winds up that one right into the midsection. Good save by Sarazin. Once again, this period just picking right up where the last one left off. It's been frantic action at the Minto Sports Complex. Aubin, McLean, as she gets out there, Downey Landry with a shot just wide, and Biesenthal completes this line for the GGs. Biesenthal chips it.
Yep, good clear by Biesenthal.
Steady there by Mura. Across to Vananen. Up to Kolitsa, who gets a touch on it. Downey Landry in a foot race with McDonald. McDonald will beat her there. Smart play. Here's Aubin. Aubin looks up. And she's taken down. The arms stay down. I think the referees.
Very awkward play.
I think the referees are just going to let them go this period. There's that one out of the reach of McLean, but it's a 2-on-0. Kate McLean. She has Aubin. Aubin to the backhand. Goal! Ariane Aubin, her first to the playoffs, and the GGs lead by 1.
Wow.
Oh my Lord, Ariane Aubin.
Wow.
The crowd goes crazy.
And we're just going to
take a look at a replay.
What a break by McLean. Aubin calling for it and just squeaks it through the legs of DeGear. And you know what? They've worked towards this the whole game so far. It's finally paid off.
I wish we could get a shot of this crowd because they're going
nuts.
crazy. The bench loves it. The GGs are up by 1. Twists and turns aplenty. This would be a story here. Keep in mind, GG's 15 skaters on the night. I think their backs are going to be against the wall, but they haven't broken as of yet. GG's lead by 1, 17-32 to go. GG's stuck in their own zone. This shift right after
so important
has been so dangerous for McGill. They've scored on so many of them throughout the regular season. GGs have to weather the storm. Here's McMillan. McMillan gets it out to center. Plurd will turn off for a change. That puck to no one in particular, and Kaya Vale will just head up, take her time with this one. GGs need a change.
And it was caused by a great forecheck by McMillan, not giving McGill any time to do anything, forcing them to throw it away.
Forecheck has been the story of the game. It created the opportunity back the other way that Olivia Pridham spilled.
Ooh. Nice play. Risky, but nice.
GG's get it out, and Elizabeth Mora controls it. Just sends it back the other way. This is what the GGs need, just some calm shifts where not a lot happens. Oh, but Lalonde had Garreau with some speed. She couldn't connect with her. Prue can't control it. Stasiuk now into the corner. She's pinned there.
Nice job.
Sorry, that was McDonald into the corner. Prue on it now. Turns, fires, Calamik.
Oh, what a stop by
Campbell.
Sarazin.
Sarazin just got her toe on it. Lalonde can't get it out. Mura holds the line. Sophie Gatto, 3-on-3. Mura comes out with it. Gets it over to Vananen with a shot. That one goes wide.
Gigi's getting caught running around a little bit in their zone here. Just have to get it out.
Here's McDonald to Pleward. To Lalonde. Lalonde gets held up by Mura, and it's back down to the corner. Martlitz will change the dangerous line coming out. Good touch pass. Gatto gets it out, but that one will go for icing. These tired GGs. I don't know if they've changed the rule in the RSEQ, but if I was Chelsea girls, I'd take a timeout here.
Yeah, settle the team down a little bit.
Tired unit, Downey Landry, Lebrec, Kolitsa, Kastelik, and Olivia Pridham.
Garreau gonna have to be really strong on here.
She loses the draw. Downey gets a deflection in front. That one just skated wide. That one to Kolitsa. Downey Landry alone in front. Prue got in front of it. She separated from the puck. The GGs get out of the zone and they need a change. Lalonde will carry the puck deep. She'll just want to keep it there. She's taken down.
And penalty coming. Too.
That's what you want to see if you're a GG supporter.
Wow.
15-18. The GGs don't need a goal here.
Nope.
They need an offensive zone shift.
And if you're McGill right now, you are not happy with the way things are going. You expected, again, we talked about it before, but expecting to come in maybe, have that win, knowing the GGs are down a few players, thinking it might be a cakewalk. And what they encountered instead is this extremely resilient group of GGs that are just not going to take anything sitting down. And they just keep coming.
Alyssa Cersei not happy with the call as Christy Kolitsa heads off to the box. So that one is blocked by Minville and down the ice. Kate McLean, the only one standing on that GG's bench, as it's a smart play behind the net by Krasinski. Up to Clavel, who just touches that one in. McClellan will be there first. She'll move it to Mora, who just takes a whack and it only hits Alyssa McMillan.
What the GGs have to be extremely cautious of is not being lackadaisical, not letting their guard down and giving up potentially at that shorthanded goal. So just being very aware and managing the puck.
Prue, Clavel wants it. She can't connect with her. It's a 2-on-2 back the other way. Good
nice
poke there by Prue. She gets pulled down. Jardin trying to cut to the center. Clavel's got to be careful. And as Jardin ends up in the net, it was a good stick play there by Clavel to hook that and don't take the body, just take the stick.
It was a good stick play, but knowing how the refs are in the RSEQ, as we are all aware, who are familiar with it, having to be extremely careful with what you're doing with your stick there.
A minute, 12 seconds to go as the faceoff won by McGill, and they should just head back in the other direction, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Smart play by Kastelik. She's being harassed by Todd.
Grower Todd. Oh, yeah, Todd.
And that one sent down the ice. Nervy moments there for Kastelik. That one will find its way back to Sarazen with less than a minute to go in the Christy Kolitsa tripping penalty. And here's Jamie McDonald, one of those players possibly playing in their last game at the Minto Sports Complex. Here's Prue, head full of steam, head always up. She's puck disconnected from her by Pridham. Garreau has the puck bobble off her stick. Todd down low. Todd nifty. On it now. Todd trying to wrap around the boards. Back to the point. Here's Prue. Touch pass to Lalonde. It's shot low. 30 seconds to go. Kastelik can clear the zone.
It was great patience shown there, though, in the offensive zone by Todd, taking around the net, not forcing any passes.
Smart play there by the GG's defenders as Pierce forced backwards. So that one will clear the zone. Mura can't control it. 10 seconds to go. Biesenthal on it now, just taking her time. Goes cross ice. Here's Minville over the line.
Smart play by Minville, too, to delay.
Minville going to stop up. She takes a hack by Desjardins.
Few hacks.
GGs have to be careful. Out comes Christy Kolitsa. Kate McLean. Good touch pass. Calm play. Almost to Kolitsa. Krasinski got away with one there. Touched on to Biesenthal. GG's playing some inspired hockey now. On to Oban, the goal scorer. That one. Only as far as Downey Landry. That was scary there by Prue, and it's a 2-on-1. Kolitsa and Prue. Almost offside to Kolitsa. She can't control
it. Great play by Jamie McDonald to just stay in the center and really force a very high saucer pass.
On to Downey Landry. What a save by Sarazen. The top unit for McGill going to work. Here's Kolitsa. 12 minutes to go in this game. And if you're a Garnet and Gray supporter, it's going to feel like an eternity. That one cross-ice, Clavel can't control it. Lebrecq will get there first. She's in a foot race with Devine. Devine shuts her off.
Good job by Devine, though, standing her up.
Lebrecq gets a slash. Vale no stick. And that one sent wide. Pridham. If I had to compare this to any game, men's hockey, the 2018 game that finished 6-5 against the Queens Gales, that just nervy moments as Vale dumps the puck down low.
And you could see frustration from Lebrecq there on that last play where she whacked at Devine afterwards, not liking that Devine stopped her.
Here's Pleward, great play there. Can't get it past two Martlets, but it's sent right back down. The GGs forced back into their own zone. Devine on it now, swings it around to Pleward. Up and to McMillan.
The transition game so far from GGs has been phenomenal. Phenomenal. Wow, I can't even say the word. Phenomenal.
Clavel beats that icing out. It was a good hustle by her. Jardin now, head full of steam through center. Shifts past two. Into the offensive zone. She gets a shot away. Spilled by Sarazin, who
good job
dives
by
to poke it.
Minville as well to just clear it away from the front of the net. Good teamwork there between goaltender.
Sophie Garo turns the Jets on. Here's Todd. Todd spinning, firing. That one just goes wide. Rankin misses Piers with that one, and smart play there by Krasinski. Folds her in half, but here's Lalonde. She winds, fires. That's exactly what you got to do. GG's go off for a change. McCallum has Rankin. Rankin wants the one-timer. It's blocked. It hits the post.
God.
That one, Sarazan, I don't think she ever saw
it. I think that's about how many posts now?
Two. That's two posts for them. Here's Rankin. Rankin shifting to the middle, but still loose. God. Pierce can't get on the end of it.
Great clear by Biesenthal. It was just sitting there.
And that one comes out to center. Take a breath, everyone. This game is not over. Fake shot by Lebrecq. Lebrecq over the line has it.
Great job by
poked
McDonald
off her stick. It was a real team effort there. It was a GG's cul-de-sac. As Lebrecq's back on it now. McLean hits the ice. Nice little jink. It's shot on net. I don't think Sarazin saw it, but it finds its way to the corner. Downey Landry. You wonder when this top unit is going to start to be double shifted, maybe triple shifted. McGill wants this game done. McGill wants this series done, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't know. We still got about 9 minutes left. It's going to seem like 9 hours, I think.
Clavel twisting, turning. Clavel out to center. Great play by Clavel. Finds Pleward. Pleward back to Clavel. Just off the end of her stick. This top unit's still out there for McGill. Centered to Lebrecq.
Oh, dear.
Shifts past one. It's a 3-on-2. Pleward hot in pursuit. Lebrecq. Downey Landry. Back to Lebrecq. Prue took the stick away.
Good job by Prue to take the stick, and good job by McDonald to keep Downey Landry well to the outside.
McMillan just wanting to keep the puck as far away from her goal as she possibly can. 9 minutes to go. Moura twisting, trying to get past a couple of GGs. She can't. Last thing the GGs need here is to take a penalty. As I knock on wood to try and avoid the commentator's curse. Jardin gets tripped up by Todd, and there it is. Stasiuk centered. Jardin. Oh, that's my fault. That's my fault. Ladies and gentlemen, the GGs are going to the penalty. Jade Todd.
But you know what? It was probably inevitably going to happen. It is what it is, and the GGs do go back on the PK against a very strong power play unit from McGill. But again, blocking shots, icing it down, swarming, as Greg Bowles likes to say, those are the keys.
McCallum, that one blockered aside by Sarazan. Siege mentality now. That one McCallum can't control.
Lucky break there for the GGs for sure.
You can see on the two benches just what it means. GG's on their feet. McGill sitting down. Jardin. Centered. Oh. Rankin can't get it past Sarazan. Sarazan has come up huge.
Sarazan has been playing phenomenal.
Minville can't get it past McCallum. McCallum. Rankin. Kastelik. Rankin. Cross the crease and into the corner. Minute 20 seconds to go. The GGs can't clear. Out come the Danger women. Krasinski.
And Lalonde makes a smart play. You got to go in.
That's across the ice. The GGs can't only get it as far as Lebrec, who I would argue has been the best player for McGill on that top unit. Lebrec drags, puck rolls off her stick. McCallum still out on the ice. Desjardins blocked in front.
Good job by Krasinski.
Was not letting Kulitsa get control of her stick. Downey Landry has Lebrec. She misses the net.
Great job by Sarrazin as well.
Sophie Garo gets there first. She can't get the puck out. Downey Landry. Sarrazin screened.
And Krasinski
with
coming
the
out
block.
huge.
Mora. 30 seconds left to go. Minville spins, fires, can't get it out. Desjardins. Downey Landry, she's forced onto her backhand. Trying to center.
Again, a block by Krasinski again. And that's what
a play by Lalonde. What a play by Lalonde. The GGs can't get caught in a change. Downey Landry over the line. Waiting, firing, it's a glove save by Sarrazin. And just let's hear the crowd. Everyone getting into it now.
Wow.
What a fight this team has had. 10 seconds to go in this power play. It's been a heroic kill for the GGs. They have been bent. McGill have had their opportunities.
Block shots, diving plays. It doesn't get any better
Mora,
than
5
that.
seconds. Down low, Lebrec. Lebrec trying to center. It's intercepted. Just be patient.
Nice play
Just be
by
patient.
McDonald to send it on down. Wow.
That one down the ice. If McDonald had waited a little longer, she would have had a Gigi coming off the bench, and it's picked off. It's a 2-on-1. Pleward waiting, firing. DeGear saves it. What a stop by DeGear. Woo! .25 to go in the third period. The University of Ottawa lead 1-0. The goal coming from Ariane Aubin, her 7th of the season, the first of the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a hockey game.
I just can't get over how much heart there is in this game. It's just, you can tell they do not want this to be the last game that they play, the GGs.
Pridham up to Pierce. Devine comes over and claims the boards, but it's into the zone. Vale, she's harassed by McCallum, and she's taken into the boards.
Great job by Vale, though, to stay on it and really stay on her feet there.
Rankin with a great battle for the puck to keep the zone, to hold the zone. It's around the boards. Here's Devine. McCallum and Vale come together. Wow. It's only chipped as far as the line. Pridham holds it. Rankin loses it. Vale needs to make a quick play.
Smart.
She does. Here's Aubin, the goal scorer. She's the difference right now. She'll step over the line, just fire it, wanting to force an offensive zone face-off, and that's what she'll do. Clock has barely moved. The clock has barely moved. The GGs need an offensive zone shift. They need an offensive zone shift bad. Lalonde trying to hold it behind the net. Jardin separates her from the puck. Up to Harley. Harley still looking for her first point of the year as the puck poked off her, but Jardin collects. Krasinski loses it. Minville spread eagle on the ice. It's back to Jardin. Jardin spinning, trying to create some space, and it's the goalpost.
I think that's been about 3 posts, 2 crossbars. McGill is probably just looking skywards.
All the GGs on their feet.
My goodness.
All the Martlets sitting down. Harley on it now. Over the line, she has Stasiuk with her. She drags, she shoots.
Whoa.
Can't get enough on it. What a save by Sarrazin.
And Sarrazin has been so steady. I don't even think phenomenal is a good enough word.
Pleward fights it out. McMillan just going to take her time. Clavel wants it. She'll find it, and Clavel can't collect it.
But you know what? She touched it. That's all that matters. No icing.
Clavel would have been off all alone. The Martlets were changing with 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game of hockey as Pridham through center shield. Right, and it hits the post.
I think Sarrazin just touched the post afterwards saying thank you.
McDonald up to Pleward. She can't control it. She's got to beat her man there. Pridham gets there first.
You can tell Pleward is a little bit tired too, wanting to maybe get off the ice.
Kulitsa, Downey Landry. Sarazen spills it.
Great play by Peru, though, to just clear it again from the front of the net. The defense have been phenomenal, and I keep using that word. They've been outstanding with clearing the front of the net. So important. Sarazen makes the first stop. Oh, got a little bit of scuffle there. You can tell Martlets are a little bit frustrated, taking exception after the whistle for sure.
Lebrec in there first. She's very clearly frustrated.
She's very clearly not happy.
But I want to put this in your brain right now because it's going to be a very difficult one. If you're picking from the GGs, who's your player of the game so far?
God.
And we'll return to that at the end of the game.
Yeah, give me 3 minutes to think.
Here's Downey Landry. Here's Moore. I think we're going to have a lot more than 3 minutes of hockey to play. Lebrec down low. She's circling. Forced in by Minville. It's a tag team effort.
Got to get it out, though.
Biesenthal on it now. Downey Landry holds the line. Shifts it to the corner, and Sarazen will just hold it.
And again, smart play by Sarazen. Settle the play down. Take the face off. No need to continue that play. Absolutely outstanding by all the GGs.
Second line for McGill out there. It's won by Kastelik. She's trying to just generate a shot. Rankin through the legs. Rankin. McCallum! Oh, she misses the net. How does she miss from there? It's fought to center, and here's Rankin. On to Mura. Mura taking the scenic route around the ice. She has Kastelik with her. She'll stop up. On to Rankin. Biesenthal blocks it.
Oh.
And it spills off her stick. Less than 3 minutes to play. It's loose in front. It's scrambled to the half wall. Sent in front again. Plur clears it. Jamie McDonald takes Pierre's stick away.
Yeah, very key there. Oh.
Couple deflections. Back to Mura. She holds the line. Chelsea Grills, as you can just see in the background, wants those active sticks. Pierce. Spilling. Shot. Sarazen freezes it.
Hey, wow. You know, this is twice now that a McGill player has hit Sarazen after the whistle, and there has not been one thing done by the refs. I find that very interesting.
Just interesting.
Just interesting, I do, yeah. Well, I can't say the other words, so I'm going to go with interesting. Objectively speaking, of course.
Lebrec. Into the face-off dot. They're setting Downey Landry up for the one-timer. Krasinski was just having a word. You'd imagine she'd be over to Downey Landry as fast as she can, but a very important face-off win there by Sophie Gatto.
Yeah. And it is out. Great job by the GGs to clear that zone.
Out. It's been a great start to the shift by Gatto. Here's Krasinski over the line and dump. That is the story for the next 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
That's exactly what you need to do, and Krasinski understands that. You get it over the red line, you get it in deep. They can't score if it's in the other zone.
This line is not coming off the ice for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I don't.
I'd put my money on that. And there goes De Geer.
Great job by Garreau, though, to cover down
Extra
Landry.
skater, the GGs can ice it.
Smart play by Lalonde. Not enough to ice it, but enough to get it down in the Martlet zone.
Jardin will be first there. It's basically a full power play for McGill. 6-on-5. Pridham up to Downey Landry. Kalitsa. Lebrec can't get it over the line. And McDonald will spin and take her time. Not being forced into a play. McDonald needs to clear the zone.
Smart play. Good job.
Hard play by McDonald. She's putting the extra miles in. Once again,
all the GGs are, honestly.
Once again, the Martlet net empty. Clavel knocks that down with a high stick. She needed to get a stick on that one, or Downey Landry would have been back the other way. Minute and 17 seconds. I hope you're not. I hope you haven't changed the channel. They're sending De Geer back out there for the face-off. I'd imagine she'd be gone just as soon. Lebrec will head off the ice. Jardin stays on to take the face-off. It'll be interesting to see when Alyssa Cersei takes her timeout. It's spilled by McMillan. That a tired play. Downey Landry holds the line. There goes De Geer. Lebrec onto the ice. Plur has to take the boards there. McDonald can't clear the zone. Down low, Kalitsa alone, all in front. Downey Landry sneaking down. It finds
Oh
Downey
my
Landry.
God,
It's still
what a
loose. She can't
stop.
shovel it home. Centered in front once again. It's still loose. No one sure where it is, and it gets hacked out. That'll do it. The fans on their feet. 40 seconds to go in this one. McMillan
Great play
can't
there.
get it down the ice. Jardin just winds up and fires. That one going wide, and that one's icing. Boneheaded play there by McGill, if I can use that word. Jardin.
Wow.
I don't know if she thought Sarazan was off her line or if she thought she was over the red line.
And you see Jay Todd, they're just going over to Sarazan being like, way to go, girl. Like, awesome job. And, yeah, there are no words for the performance by Sarazan tonight.
28 seconds to go. 28, 2-8. That's all that separates the GGs from a third-round game. A reminder that goes tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. at McConnell Arena. There goes De Geer. Kalit's on it now. She's harassed by Lalonde. Garreau on it now. They've got to clear it. Lebrec spinning, firing. Downey Landry takes a hack. The GGs have to stay out of the box.
And
8
smart
seconds.
play. But again, this is where puck management. You're up by 1 goal. Puck management. And McGill, you're just thinking, wow, you know, they can't buy a goal tonight. Sarazan has just stood on her head. And McGill, I think, goes and takes a timeout here.
So timeout taken here. Alyssa Cersei want to set up this elaborate set piece, if you will, trying to generate this play, what exactly she wants from her unit. Chelsea Grills has managed this game perfectly. You know, we've given a lot of credit to the players on the ice, but you've got to really credit Chelsea Grills. She has staple gunned that top line for the GGs to the Martlets.
The matchups, the plays, everything. And you know what? The team has bought in, and that's just as important as Coach Grills setting out the game plan.
So it's Sophie Gatto, Kylie Lalonde, Jade Todd, Michaela Krasinski, and Ariane Minville. A lot of trust on that rookie's shoulders to face off against Jardin,
earned it, though.
Mura, Lebrec, Kastelik, and Downey Landry. Face off one. They pin it into the boards. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. The GGs have done it. They've done it, ladies and gentlemen. They've won the game. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon. The GGs walk away. The fans on their feet. What a game of hockey. What a game of hockey we've had.
Wow.
McGill's not waiting. They're headed off the ice.
Wow.
What a game of hockey we've had, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? And the GGs live to fight another day, and that's all you can ask for. Such a resilient group. They came to play. They were not having this be their last game of the season. No way.
15 skaters. 3 forward lines. Didn't matter. That was a character win. That was a statement win. One of the biggest in program history. Whew. I don't know. I think that might be a little hyperbolic, but
I don't know. I have goosebumps.
What a game we were treated to
Wow.
tonight. These GGs aren't going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. We'll see you in Montreal in a couple days' time. So, Brianna, let's return. Who was the player of the game?
Oh, wow. You know what? I can't pick one person. Everyone showed up to play, sacrificed their bodies to make the play, went above and beyond. But you know what? I think if I had to absolutely pick one person, I would have to pick Sarazan. Mahika Sarazan stood on her head. And I know she thanked the goalposts a couple times, the crossbar a couple times, but regardless of all that, stood on her head, made the plays that needed to be played, and also had those great decisions throughout the game to freeze the puck or let it play. You know, you couldn't have asked for a better performance from her, but a better performance from anyone. Everyone was truly outstanding today.
What a sensational game of hockey we were just treated to, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy I'm not on the call for the next one because I don't think I'll have a voice. Take a deep breath. Go home. Have a good night's rest, but don't miss this game tomorrow. 2 p.m., McConnell Arena. Watch it on Yard TV. You won't want to miss it. for what I'm saying is hopefully not the last time. Declan DeBarb, Brianna Newell, thank you so much for joining us for what was a sensational game of hockey. Hopefully we'll see you in round 2.